So we just finished the about, and now let's be more descriptive on the topic we picked. And for me, it is the athletes. So let's go here, copy, boom, boom, boom. My next section is going to be portfolio section, and then copy that. Boom. So now I got my HTML organized, and I want everything inside of this portfolio section. So I'm going to start off again like I did last time. Section dot, well, not dot, sorry, that's what I messed up last time. Let's do the hashtag. I'm not sure if it works for hashtag, but let's see. Athletes. Let's see if it works. Boom, it works. So exactly, I wanted to give it an ID. Good. Enter. Remember, let's keep this right here, because that's when the section is going to close. And then what I want next is, again, let's give it the container. So dot container. And yes, I want everything inside of this container. And now I want to give it a heading. So let's go H1 and give it that same class subtitle that we did last time. Oh, sub dash title. Good. And it's going to be top athletes. Top athletes. Perfect, perfect. Okay. And then now I'm going to create a list, because I'm going to dynamically show three sections, three of the top athletes. And so that's what I'm going to do. Dot portfolio. Good. Dot portfolio dash list. Just like that. All right. Okay, good. Now, I want everything inside of this list. That I'm creating, this portfolio list. Okay, so I'm gonna have 3 portfolio items. So let's do a comment. Portfolio item 1. Okay, so now let's give that a class. Portfolio item, good. And then it's going to be a picture. Good. And so again, we want our images folder. The picture I'm putting, it's my favorite player, Ed Reed. So here I could put Ed Reed. And then I'm going to create a layer on top of the picture. And inside of the layer, we're going to have an H3. It's another heading. It's going to say Ed Reed. And I want a paragraph. So something descriptive about him. So here's my little short paragraph. Make sure the closing tag is right there. Good. Don't know why I have all these spaces when I paste it. It's all good though. Okay. And then I'm going to create a link. So it's going to, do you remember what tag to use for a link? It's an A tag, just like that. Go ahead and press tab here so the nesting looks nice. And then I have my link already. I got a YouTube clip of Ed Reed's highlights. Copy that so I can paste the link in here. Remember the href is where you send it. And then if you wanted to open a new page instead of change the web page, go target blank when you click the link. Awesome. Save. Very good, very good. All right, so yes, my picture is super gymongous right now, and I got my words down here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, so as you can see, remember, here's the closing section, here's our container, that's the div for the container, and then here we have our portfolio list, and that closes our portfolio list. All right, let's actually, no, let's leave it just like that. Oh, this is end of portfolio section. All right. So what I want is see here. Here's our portfolio item number 1. Copy all that right to there. This div closes this portfolio item, and this div closes the layer. So copy, and then you could do a space right there. It's portfolio item number 1, and this is going to be number 2. Save, and then we're going to do one more. 3. Boom. I know sometimes it can get jumbled up, but I hope the comments help you see. So we got portfolio item 1, item 2, and item 3. And this closing div closes the entire portfolio list. Okay? So now inside of these, number 1 is already complete. Number 2, I want to switch. I want to switch up with my next player. So here's my next picture. Next picture is Ray Lewis. So I could go Ray Lewis right here. Copy that, put it here, and then I can get my new paragraph. And I'll put my new link. And remember, for me, I just went to YouTube and got the link. Whatever URL or link you want to put, go for it. And then let's go for Terrell Suggs. I'll do the paragraph already. And then I'll do the link. So I don't need to keep switching back and forth. The new link, paste, and then this one is Terrell Suggs. Okay, and then I gotta change his picture. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so now what my website will look like, I got Ed Reed, his words, Ray Lewis, his words, Terrell Suggs, and then a little bit of words on it. All right, now it's time to style it. Well, actually, at the very end, I want to put a final button. So I can move this space now. I can have these 1, 2, 3, and then under it, I'm gonna have a learn more button, and that's gonna be A, and A tag with the href right there. And I'm gonna make that, let's do Baltimore Ravens. We'll just do their whole home football page. Copy. Boom. Again, target blank. target underscore blank, and then that will be a learn more button. Okay, so now, boom, 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 and we have the little learn more button. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start styling this stuff. So, very good. In our CSS, we can copy this. Portfolio styles. All right, let's do this. So now let's get it to start looking nice. So all right, so ID athletes. Let's go ahead and copy this. And let's go hashtag, paste for athletes, curly brace. All right, padding 50 px, top and bottom, and 0. Good. Save that. Now we're going to copy the list, the portfolio list. This is how we're going to now make them side by side. A new way we're learning is with a display grid. You know, normally we use display flex, but it's always good to learn new tools. So display grid, save. Okay, now we need to organize the grid. And that is grid template columns. We want it in columns because we want it to be horizontally. So we're going to put repeat. And auto dash fit, comma, min, max, parentheses, 250 px, and 1 frame. Good. Good. All right. So now we got them kind of layered on each other. Poof, poof, poof. Sweet. So now we're going to create a gap in the grid. Grid dash gap. Grid gap. $40px, semicolon. Good. And then let's give it some margin. Top. 50px. Okay, and now that should have pushed it down from here. Top athletes. Good, and we got it top of each other. They're stacked. Okay, so now we have to style each item within our little grid. So now portfolio item, copy, dot paste. All right, so first let's round the edges. We know we want to do that already. Border radius 10px, boom. Okay. And then position relative. This will now allow it to start looking nice. And overflow hidden, because our layer is gonna go on top of it. Save. Okay. Overflow hidden. Good, good, good. So you see our rounded edges are showing up. If overflow meaning, all right, let me show you. So I'm gonna cut this. So you see how they're laying over? They're overflowing. Hidden meaning they're not gonna go behind each other. So let's put that back. Overflow hidden. Boom, now it shows a space, it cuts off the picture. So we don't want the picture to be cut off, so what we need to do is grab portfolio item, and now let's style the picture specifically by using space img, and now let's go width 100%, boom. So now we have our entire picture in there. Good. Okay, now we also want to specifically do border radius for the picture as well. Border radius 10 px, because you see it's rounded at the top and not at the bottom. So border radius 10 px, boom. And now it's rounded all the way around. And we want it to be display block. Very good, very good. And so we're going to create kind of like an animation with our layer. Transition, transform, transform 0.5 seconds. Okay. So now here we go with the layer. This is the big styles. We got this. All right. Save. So layer. It's right here. Copy that. Paste. We want those words to become a layer. So let's do this. Width 100%. Height 0. All right, we want a background to be linear gradient, RGBA 0 point, no, not point, sorry, comma, 0, comma, 0, comma, 0.6. There you go. Put a comma outside of that. And then let's do hashtag, and I want the Ravens color. Boom. Perfect. Again, border radius 10 px. Position absolute. Good. Left, I want it to be 0, and bottom. Whoops. Stay focused, Blaine. You got this. 0. Save that, and again, overflow hidden. Display flex. This is going to create a layer on the page. I'll show you. Display flex, align, items, center, justify content, center, flex direction, column. Perfect. Padding 0 and 40 px. Text align, center, font size 14 px, and then transition, height, 0.5 seconds. Awesome. Okay, good. Now, it's still not going to show up here. Don't worry, but I'm going to pause right here to make sure you see it all, that you got it all in. Okay, so now we can copy this, and we're going to create the animation for it. So copy that, paste, portfolio item, and a pseudo class of hover. When we hover over the IMG, curly brace. When we hover over the IMG, we want transform, scale 1.1, that's going to be the picture that grows. See that? Once you put your mouse over it, see how it grows a bit? That's pretty cool. And then also we want, when we hover, over layer, what we want is the height. Remember how we put the height at 0? That's why we're not able to see it. Now we put the height at 100% when we hover over it. Boom, boom, boom. See that? Skills. So when you are making all this, if you put this at 100%, then you would see what the design was like looking at as you're making it, to get all the styles, like to make sure your styles are correct or how you're wanting them. So just set that at 100% so that you could see it. So like watch, let me cut this, save. See how I don't see them? But if I put this 100%, now it's at 100% and I can start styling it already. So go ahead and put it back to 0. But then, so when I hover over it, I want it 100%. So it makes that animation look very cool. Okay. Now, let's go layer. H3, curly brace. Good. And let's go font, weight, 500. Give it a little bit boldness, and margin bottom 20px. Good. So now it's got a little bit more space. Now we want the layer anchor we want to focus on. What we're going to do here is margin top 20px. I'm going to change the color a bit to be boom, boom. Good. And let's save that. And actually we need to go back to the HTML. And here's our anchors. We need to actually put what we want for it. And that is going to be this. It's going to be the and sign, U and A, and the RR, semicolon. All right. For the anchor, because we're going to make it an arrow. Paste and paste. And save that. And so now, Once we start styling it, I'll show you what it's going to look like. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, yeah, because right now it's the same color as our background. So we're going to do color. We'll give it the background white so we can see now as we're styling it. Sorry, see it right there? There you go. Okay, so we want text decoration to be none. Font size, let's make that bigger, 25px. There you go. Let's go line height, 60px. We got this, we got this. And let's go width, 60px, and height, 60px. Check it out, nice and big. And then border radius. Let's go 50%, so it's a nice circle. Skills. It's a nice circle. And then text align, center. Awesome. Almost there. Now, for my very bottom, my bottom button right here, go ahead and put space, class equals, like my learn more button, BTN. And let's style that. See right here, let's get that styled up. All right, last thing, we got this. So let's go dot BTN, display block, margin, 50px, and auto. Width, fit content, border, we'll go 1px thick, we want it solid, and we want it our Ravens color. And then let's go padding, 14px, 50px, 14px top and bottom, 50 left and right. As we can see, styles are coming in. Remember, we got to do text decoration none, so we don't have that line at the bottom. Color, let's make it white. Skills, the words, there, it's looking good. Let's round those edges. Hold on. Transition. Background. 5.s seconds, because we're going to give it a thing. Like a transition, border, radius, 6px. Skills, looking good. And now, let's give it a pseudocode. So when we hover over it, boom, hover. Let's just change the background for when we hover over it, and it's gonna be our Ravens color. Boom, 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 all done. Good job, got our top athlete section going.